I'm Kuno van Geet. I work for the Ministry of Infrastructure and Water Management, and I work on circular economy mostly, and specifically on circular procurement. One of the reasons I'm so involved in procurement is because I think it's an essential part of closing the circle of resources. And the whole point of it is actually quite easy. We didn't take care of the things after you've procured something. So it's about including more of the cycle of circularity in procurement. It's simple that you have a phone and you don't want to throw it away after 2 years. You want to make sure it comes back into the cycle. Or you have textiles that you throw away and you don't know what happens afterwards. Governments should practice what they preach. So if you say in your policy that others have to change, it should be quite normal to do it yourself as well. And you can actually learn how difficult it can be in practice and how you can improve your policy. It's interesting that in the Netherlands it's quite common these days in procurement to challenge the market. Challenging the market requires that you know how your market is organized, what they can deliver, and they know what your policy ambitions will be now, but also in a couple of years. We need to establish innovations, but we only can do it if we challenge them and we give them credit for the innovations. Green Deal Circular Procurement was the commitment that all the organizations who wanted to start with circular procurement started doing 2 pilots, share the knowledge, so be open about what you do, and the government would help them facilitate this process of communities of practice. Even if it's not a complete market share, they can make a difference and they can create this market for innovators to create these circular products or circular constructions. In this Green Deal, we started out with 15 to 17 organizations who were quite positive about it. And later on, others joined and we were quite successful, and then we went up to 45 or even 15 organizations. They all did 2 pilots, so with almost no money, we created about 100 pilots, and with lots of lessons. One of the pilots is carpet tiles. There's a company that actually started out doing resource efficiency 30 years ago. So they didn't want to leave a footprint behind on this planet. They get a favorable position within the government procurement, for example, because we're asking for these type of products right now. They also have a benefit because they recycle about 90 to 95 even of some of the contents of the tiles, so they actually get back their own resources. One of the pilots in construction, we also found that it is very important to look at reusing all kinds of old materials in your new buildings. One of them created like a big roof over all kind of buildings, which made them have multiple building area, which created new indoor space there. And they used all kinds of old materials like wood that would have been burned otherwise on the walls of these old buildings. Then you have the real difficult areas like IT. These are very complex products, and design of these products can be hardly influenced because these are global players. And how do they change? They don't change because you have a different procurement. However, you can do something about the reuse afterwards because that's local. The reuse of IT can be done in your region by companies who refurbish it, and they can actually upgrade an old computer, laptop, and make sure that they can be reused or have a life extension of over 3 to 5 years even. We find that especially in some sectors, like in construction, but also we have an example on textiles, where you see that it's quite important to employ people who wouldn't get a job in a normal labor market. We believe it's very important also in the social cohesion of neighborhoods or cities to establish this kind of regulation. So sustainability is not just environmental aspect, it's not just circular, it includes the social one. Without it, I don't think it will work. We should care about the fact that our resources are limited and we only have one Earth, one planet. What helps is that even small things like a coffee cup or waste separation, people are confronted with the fact that sustainability is actually taking place by talking about it, by doing it. So there is a whole new dynamic necessary in collaboration between public and private, and how you can make this circular and how you work together. And it's not just a public issue, it's not just a private issue, it's something you have to do together.